Hi again. This is going to be a quick video. It's going to be a recorded stream. Today is the 25th of September 2021. As you know, there's a crisis of petrol, right? Fuel shortages. Keep hearing a lot about, but I'm not going to do like a detailed thing. But what I will start off by saying is, it's that old rule. Goes back many centuries. He who owns the gold makes the rules, right? And money is fiat money, as they call it, paper money. That's the new gold. Whoever controls the money controls the world. That's what's happening. I mean, what I'm going to show you an example of what I mean. British Petroleum in the simple cipher equals 21. Jesuit is 21. In British in the reduction cipher, British Petroleum equals 84. 84 is Jesuit order 84. Now this is, these phrases have been in the news, and we're gonna just demonstrate and we're gonna decode what these phrases mean. Yes, we own a pandemic. So pandemic is 65. Panic buy 65. Food shortage 65. Sorry, 56. Now, for those of you who don't know, 56 is a very important number. Coronavirus 56. We've battled flu 56. COVID outbreaks 56. COVID vaccine 56. World 56. I don't want to. I'll just focus on the main bits. Society of Jesus 56, which is the not religious order, but the military order of the Catholic Church. What I showed you in the previous graphic was documented by Alfred Manhattan, the late Alfred Manhattan. The Catholic Church, the Vatican, own many shares in lots of companies. Whether you're talking big pharma, big oil, media, corporations, banking, they own a lot of them. They are the largest. They are in fact the largest landowners in the world, the Vatican. Though it says the Queen is the sole largest owner in the world, she is an agent of the Catholic Church. 56, US government. Crypto crash, 56. Power outage, 56. Fuel shortage, 56. What I'm trying to show you is that this scandal, this current situation we're in, whether it's a pandemic, whether it's a fuel shortages and food shortages. Let me tell you, food is not running. This might surprise people when I say this. Food is not running out. Petrol's not running out. If you understand if you understand the global food supply, global energy supply, it's controlled by a handful of corporations. And someone pointed out, one of the code is that there's someone else higher than the Catholic Church or higher than the Jesuits that's running things, which is true. So what I mean by higher than Jesuits of Catholic Church is simply that it's a term that the late Bill Cooper once used. The priesthood. Priesthood goes back at least the beginning of time, believe it or not. They're kind of like the keepers of the secrets, the mysteries. That's who's behind the Catholic Church. That's who's behind the Rothschild. That's behind every. We've heard names of different families controlling what in the world, Rothschild, or whether it's the Borgias or whether it's the Farneses, different old families. But the ones that really pull strings, their names are not identified because their names will never be identified because they have to keep their power hidden. We will get names of elite families that are controlling things in the world, but we won't get who's ultimately in control. It's like the Matrix, they are reality designers, as someone said, or programmers. They're the ones that set up our system of government, our media system. The global financial system. They set a lot of things up. All these countries that got independence, they were behind that too. They gave them the illusion of independence, but they were all still financially in debt to the international debt slavery system, because that's what it is. The financial system is a debt slavery system. It's private banks owning the debts of countries all over the world. Where it's like if there be a economic crisis here, it'll affect everywhere because we're all intertwined. But the ones that won't get affected are whichever time. Or the elites, they won't be affected. The banksters, the Vatican, they won't be affected. Because the controllers, they won't be affected because they use gematria to pre-write what's going to happen. This current crisis was pre-written ages ago, I suspect. Whether we're talking the economic crash of 1929, if you want to go back to the history, that was pre-written to happen before it happened. False flag terrorism, pre-written. That's what I'm trying to say. False flag terrorism is pre-written. Economic crisis are pre-written. Current crisis, pandemic, and this and that, pre-written. All mainstream media and news stories involving a lot of different things. Sports, deaths, international terrorism, political assassinations, elections. Pre-written by the numbers, using a very ancient old practice, gematria. Goes back to Kabbalah, Jewish mysticism, using encoding numbers into words. As I've shown again, food shortage 56, food shortage 56, and fuel shortage 56. There's a guy on Twitter named Warren Kimball. He's like put thousands of stories. He's duplicate 1,000 stories with the number 56. Can't be a coincidence, but then people just believe what they want to believe. Now I want to show you a book here, Ritual Assassination. This is by Brother Berg. In UK money, it only costs like £1. It's about 60-70 pages, yeah. I'm just going to show you a quick. This guy, Brother Berg, he's arguably the most in-depth gematria decoder there is. Look at this: Masonic 40, Masonic 444, Occult 444, Killing 444, The King 444, Lucifer 444, Oswald 444, A Sacrifice 444, Jesus 444. He's talking about the assassination. Final word was I can't. Can't 144, time 144. Can't say the other word 44. Parker Monroe 44, Lord of Death 44, Pope Spellman 44. Look, at the time of the shooting, Kennedy, there was a huge billboard at top the Bogota Observatory, equals 1440. We're telling the time 144. The temperature read Hertz rent a car equals 144. Texas Theater 144. Harvest Sacrifice 144. Tragedy 144. Walter Cronkite delivered the news equals 1044. CBS 144. Both and JFK, Oswald and Jack Ruby were all treated at the same hospital by the same doctor, Dr. Marion Jenkins 144. LBJ 144. John Bowdy Connolly Jr. I think he was in the car that day. Equals 144. Jackie Kennedy 144. CBS 144. Walter Cronkite 144. Kennedy 144. Assassination 144. Elm Street 144. The Curse of Tecumseh 44:1 was prophesied to the last 120 years or 144 months. The last line of prophecy: when each one dies, let everyone remember the death of our people. So again, how perfect time that the last president to die of the curse 120 years, 144 months later. Talking about the Native Americans curse. She passed away the week before the whole that many, and then associated with the late Native American genocide. They were the original Americans, for those that don't know the history. President Kennedy equals 44 was elected on the 44th American shot from the grassy knoll 144. According to some research, on the first day of Sagittarius 144, span on 144 days before the anniversary of 14-4 Lincoln assassination. Kennedy curse 144. The USA 144 equals 144. Okay, I've been reading this book and it's very good, I must say. And it says okay, I want to bring something else up if I can. Alright, I think I'm running out of time. Basically, one of these tramps who were arrested but then released, and the names have not been identified. One of them is Charles Harrison, the father of current actor Woody Harrelson. They say he was one of the assassins. Interestingly, Charles Harrison equals 144. Charles Harrison was convicted of assassination. John H. Wood equals 1144 in Texas. The first U.S. federal judge equals 44 to have been killed in the 20th century. So, Brother Berg. You know what? Because I'm doing my decos this way, landscape and that. Hopefully, you guys can see the ebooks I have. I got Brother Berg's, I got Arthur Simple Truth, I got Zachary Hubbard's, I got Dan Barrett. So hopefully, I might start reading off these books so people can know what's happening, understand how deep this conspiracy goes, because it really is deep. So I'm gonna stop this now. So hopefully you guys will watch this video and share it with whoever you want. See you all soon.